Welcome back to the show.
We had the chance, like we do each and every week, to catch up with two of the best on the Steelers beat. We talked with Tim Benz of Triv Live at WDVE Radio and Jeff Hathorn of 93.7 The Fan about what's the latest with the Steelers.
To come out of the Steelers' victory against Tennessee on Thursday night is that the team overall stayed roughly on schedule. Now, that's a phrase you always hear about down and distance on offense. Stay ahead of the chains, stay on schedule. Well, the team collectively, I think, has managed to do that despite all the ups and downs from the offense in particular. They got to the bye week at 3-2 with 2 divisional wins in their back pocket. So far, coming out of the bye, they've at least gotten to 2 of 3 wins, with 1 loss coming against a good Jacksonville team that's likely going to win the South Division. If the Steelers can get another win against Green Bay next week, go to 3-1 in this batch of games coming out of the bye before they go on the road twice in Ohio to play the other 2 divisional teams in Cincinnati and Cleveland coming up in November on their schedule, that's not a bad spot to be in.
So the Steelers keep themselves in the race. It was a game they had to have against Tennessee. 4-4 is much different than 5-3 going into this extended bye, and they're able to do so with Kenny Pickett fighting through an injury again, being able to finally make a play, and maybe that offense is starting to go a little bit. Titans aren't the best defense in the world, but we're seeing more and more from that offense. They're going to need more from Green Bay and then those pivotal games in Ohio. But that win against Tennessee keeps the Steelers in the mix.
Thanks, guys. All right, now it's time for our Fan of the Week and our Fan Sound Off segment as well. What do we talk about this week, Ashley?
Yeah, really, it's all about asking the fans, what does this team need to work on the most during the stretch of home games?
Let's go!
What do you feel like is the biggest thing they need to improve on as we head into, we have got obviously 3 home games. What are some things they need to work on?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough division. Ravens are really good, Bengals are really good, but I think they just, again, need to be aggressive, right? Score some points. They've got a defense to do it, so why not take some shots?
The pass rush has done really well. Not a whole lot from Minkah, but the pass rush has won a lot of the games for us.
They're struggling to put points on the board. So, yeah, the defense is keeping us in it, and hopefully the offense is going to step up and get better.
Their line needs to block a little more for whenever they run the ball, because Najee Harris isn't doing so well this year.
They just don't mesh well enough together. Like, they need to have more communication and work better on how they cooperate with things.
As our Fans of the Week going to Jeffrey, Jack, and Nick Dewey from Oswego, New York. Jeff has been a Steelers fan since he was 6 years old. He surprised the boys with their first trip to a game, and they're of course thrilled to see the Renegade tailgate, including great friend Michelle White, great friend of the program as well. Not only that, but check this out. It's a special touch to this one for these Fans of the Week, as you get a good look at all those terrible towels, those great memories for everyone watching the game there for the Steelers, but also a veteran Oswego High School track and field coach for more than 40 years. Coach Erwin Dewey was presented with this game ball at the Buck Bowl White versus Blue last week at halftime. Congratulations to Coach Dewey. Just a reminder, if you'd like to be our Fans of the Week, hit us up on Black and Gold Today on Facebook. Now we've got our game day tailgate segment here, just kicking back, watching football, and Jess Ryan always has what we need, right?
Absolutely. She's got something good cooking for us in the kitchen. Let's check it out.
Hey Steelers fans, it's Jess with Tailgating with Jess. Thanks for joining us for this new recipe. We're gonna make taco sticks. I'm using leftover taco meat because my kids love tacos, but they like one taco. So I always have extra taco meat, and I'm using that to make this appetizer. There are only 4 ingredients for these taco sticks. You'll need refrigerated pizza crust, also some shredded mild cheddar, some leftover taco meat, or you can make it from scratch, and some butter for basting the tops. All right, the assembly for these ones is pretty easy. You're gonna take a big spoonful of this taco meat, lay it right in the center, probably be a little generous there. Take a pinch of the cheese, put that inside there too. Again, you can be a little generous with the cheese, and then you're just gonna roll them up. So you'll take them, fold in the sides like you would a burrito, and that's it. Last step, we're gonna take some butter that's melted, just about a 1/4 cup, brush it over the tops just to make sure they brown up real nice in the oven. Now you're just gonna take them, put them in the oven on 425 for 10 minutes. These browned up so nicely, and it smells like tacos in here. These are big. You could cut the dough down and make it a little bit smaller if you wanted to. These look a lot like a pepperoni roll size, but I think they're gonna be great. Let's go ahead and cut into one and see what they look like here. See what it looks like inside there. Creamy, cheesy goodness. You can serve these with a side of salsa, and this feeds a crowd, and you're just using your leftovers. Go Steelers.